Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. So, my name is Solange Ross, and I'm with my colleague, Debora Chasse. And we are two physical therapists that are so passionate about Franklin Method. And we have started our own podcast group meeting, which we are calling Franklin Method Fellowship. So, welcome everyone to the Franklin Method Fellowship. And we'll begin just telling you a little bit about ourselves. So I'm going to throw it over to my colleague, Debora. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. I'm so glad to have you here. And we're excited to share this with you. And I'd like to share with you why I was interested in the Franklin method. So in 2012, I was at a workshop, a Franklin method workshop. It's kind of almost accidental that I was there. But anyway, once I saw and experienced what Eric and Morton were sharing, I was so excited because in my practice, I do a lot with hands-on therapy and what we call neuromuscular reeducation. And when I saw these exercises, I was thinking, I need to incorporate exercise into my practice because people are always asking, well, what exercises can I do? And I pretty much relied heavily on my manual therapy. And so the exciting thing is that when I'm treating people, I'm still doing hands-on therapy, but I'll also give them some Franklin method movements that are related to what I found in my treatment session with them. So it actually works really well. And interestingly, this is really about function and movement and imagery. And when people are doing these types of movements with the imagery and using their brain to have control over their body, it really turns into something functional. And that's the name of my business, Function Ability Physical Therapy.
I
And
love that.
Solange, how about you? How did you get interested in Franklin Method?
I just want to, before I even answer that, just champion what you're saying about, the number one question that I get is what exercises should I be doing? That everyone wants to exercise, everyone wants to move. That's why people go to physical therapy, to get back to their exercise program. And I just love how with Franklin Method, because we are helping people connect to their bodies and connect to themselves, that everything becomes an exercise. So they walk away with just a whole load of stuff that they can be doing. And we can call that their exercise program, their home exercise program, but we know that it's all functional. And so if they want to call it their exercise program, to us, it's their functional program as well.
Right. Yeah.
So my business name is Complete Core NYC. I work with women of all stages of life, and I really launched my business when I was newly postpartum with my third. I'm a mom of three. And at that point, I was in postpartum and working with primarily women who were recovering after birth that wanted to get back to running whatever pre-pregnancy program that they had been doing. And what I love about Franklin Method is that it really gives you the foundation of the rehab, which is the breathing, connecting to the pelvic floor, the abdominals, and not everything in isolation, looking at the body as a whole. So it really came natural to me to blend it into my physical therapy practice to help teach women about their function rather than just coming to get restorative and rehab core and pelvic floor exercises. It really became dynamic full body movements that were incorporating their baby and their tasks that they were doing throughout the day. And as my kids grew up, my kids are all middle school age now and early teenagers. So my practice is focused more from postpartum to perimenopause, menopause, and beyond. So I'm excited really to bring Franklin Method into just health and good function for women throughout the whole lifespan.
Mhm.
So that's me. I'm based in New York City. Deborah's in lovely California. And I think one other thing that I want to say, well, there's so many things I want to say, is that we met in our level 3 Franklin Method training. And when I first started Franklin Method, I wanted it to help improve my physical therapy practice. And then with each level, and the more I got into the work, I realized that Franklin Method is for me. And the connection that it has given me to myself, and really to understand, notice, and feel my body, and then be able to choose tools that are really good and tailored for me, has been beyond what I ever thought. So Franklin Method is for me, and we are both so passionate about sharing it with all of you.
Yes. Yeah. And just a little bit about my background and what I do as far as my physical therapy practice. But I also practice something called matrix repatterning, and I use it to treat pelvic floor therapy along with the Franklin method. Uh, so I'm very passionate about treating women with pelvic floor issues, lymphedema, lipedema, things that are related to women's health. But also, because of matrix repatterning and Franklin method, then I can treat a multiple of different types of diagnoses. So I like that freedom. But something that I find very interesting is that when I'm treating someone with a pelvic floor issue, that it's not just located in the pelvic floor, right? I mean, of course, we know breathing's really important, but it could be something related in the thorax, the ribs, the cranium. So, and then I can use Franklin method to apply movement to help support that for the pelvic floor. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah. And I'm here in Orange County, which is Corona del Mar. That's the city that I'm located in. It's a beautiful beach community. I think it's the best beach community in all of California. And
whatever you say.
right,
I'm
right.
with you.
Yeah, yeah. And I have 4 children. They're all adults, and they've been on their own for some time now. So I'm enjoying the freedom of, just being able to do what I want to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but raising children was absolutely wonderful. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to us being able to share this with you, and be able to help you be able to find peace within your body and to be able to feel within your body. And that's one thing that when I'm working with patients, I'll say, can you feel that? And they say, no. I said, well, by the time that we're closer to being done with your therapy, you're going to be able to start feeling this. And that's really amazing that they do. It's so fun.
And I think that that's really a unique approach, because oftentimes when people come to a physical therapist, they want answers. They are in pain. They are exhausted. They've been on this journey, and they just want someone to tell them what it is that they need to do.
Yeah.
And to be able to have them feel and really confirm on their own that this is the right treatment for them is so empowering. And I think that's, again, so special about Franklin method, because all the things that we do really help you feel so good.
Yeah. And it's not a checklist, right? A lot of people think, hey, I did these exercises today. It's not a checklist. And so something that, for example, when you stand up from a chair, how are you standing up? Right? And how are you breathing? And it's how we move in everyday life. So that's what I love about it too. It's implemental into our daily routine.
And moment to moment, even if you missed a chance to do something, there's another chance coming around the corner. There are so many opportunities to apply and integrate Franklin method into the day, rather than, oh, I missed that time during the day where I would fit in my set of exercises. Really, this is stuff that you can do anywhere. It's like, if you have your mind and you have a body, which we all do, we can practice at any time and make subtle shifts throughout the day. And that really ends up making a whole lot of difference by the end of the day. So we're not just doing a checklist, we're really just, it's a way of life, it's a lifestyle, it's an ongoing practice.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah.
welcome to the Franklin Method Fellowship. We hope you'll stick around for a long time, and we'd love to hear from you. Comment, give us some feedback, ideas, anything. We'd like to hear from you. Anything else to add, Deborah?
I think that's it for our intro and introducing who we are and what we're about and what we care about. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we'll see you all soon.